Yeah, I've started.
Okay, thank you. All right. Thank you everyone for joining us for this session. So this is the first session for 2025. We will have this session every 2 weeks. So for today, I have few presenter. Thankfully, they want to join and help the success of this session. So I have Noel, Vic, and also Chris will be sharing. So let's start with Vic. Vic has something to share related to recent announcement of Copilot agent. So let me pass to Vic. Vic, you want
Thank
to
you.
start for your all right.
Thank you. Let me share screen first. So, good evening, everyone. I hope you all have eaten your dinner. There is this new thing that came and got people a bit confused sometimes. What is the difference? Microsoft 365 Copilot Chat. That's the new name, and what everybody saw was this announcement, and it was announced in 15th of January. So what it says is actually there is a new Microsoft 365 Copilot chat. And what is free is actually a free secure AI chat with GPT-4o. And agents accessible right in the chat. Then there's also IT controls, including enterprise data protection, on top of your existing Microsoft 365 subscription. Not your Copilot subscription, not that one. This is just free. So long you have Microsoft 365 enterprise subscription, then you have it. So that is what I found out, and I actually tested it. I'll show you all later. But just to show you, what we know is the previous one was Microsoft 365 Copilot, which is this one, 30 USD. So this is all given, all here. It will be a personal assistant for how to do documents and everything. It will appear what you call something like this. You have a document. The Copilot icon will appear on the side. So something like this. Okay. Yeah. If you have that Microsoft 365 Copilot, you will have this icon. So, but if you didn't subscribe for this, you will have this free plus consumption model. It's not entirely free for the second part, but the first part chat is free. For this one, you see this red one is consumption model. You need a bit of checking. So how to charge and how you charge and so on. So that is the announced that in 15 January. So let me minimize. So there's a lot more here you can read yourself. I can throw the chat, the link here, so you understand. So and let me go back to the slide to show you what is it about, overview of it. So what is happening, and this is new. I just found it is updated. Basically, local option for creating agent. The focus is that, and that is talking about Copilot Studio. Copilot Studio is actually a part of Power Platform. A part of it. Previously, it's called Power Virtual Agent, but they replaced the machine learning with Copilot Studio Agent. You have a second option to have be able to have ability to create generative answer. Okay, so that is different because that's generated through ChatGPT. Yeah, so that's a bit more complex conversation can be happening on the agent. So then you can also extend the agent into SharePoint as well, and inside SharePoint, Teams chat, so on. So that will exist. There's some differences. Agent Builder is slightly different. Then there's SharePoint Agent. Then there's Copilot Studio, the full Copilot Studio, which is under Power Platform. You can do a lot more things. This is Power Platform subscription model. So standard, you all have it, but you can only use SharePoint connectors and so on. But more than that, you need to pay premium license for Power Platform. But other than that, inside here, in SharePoint, you can create agent for it as well and share it out to use. So for specific agents tasks, so it is up to what kind of data we connecting to the agent. So you can see this local option for creating agents. So the next one is actually what it's trying to do is that to example of agents template in Copilot. I will show you that one later. You can do a write coach, idea coach, prompt coach. You can create a career coach. So the free one is called coach in a way. So, but it's actually agent lah. So they name it as a coach just to slightly differentiate it. So then there's also other way of creating Copilot chats is onboarding buddy. So a buddy that is helping HR to assist new hires. So new hires new to know a lot of things. Rather than checking every document, where's the toilet, where's the pantry, where can I get this, get that, where do I check my leave, and how do I access the HR system, for example. So there's this onboard buddy helping you. So then there's resume reviewer. I believe last time Rizon did this showcase example for this showcase as well. Now they have this agent to help you with that. There's a contract legal documentation review, research assistant, policy search. But more importantly, this is a step that it actually has summarized that. It's pretty a lot of cost from PL 7001002 or 008, sorry. The new one is 008, 7008. So that is to create Copilot agent. Yeah. So that is more advanced. So there's a lot of steps that you can do. And there is this part as well. Publishing agent, sharing your agent into Teams or into a demo site or into a website, or you can extend it to a SharePoint. So there's a lot of way. Then this is some of the example agent they give you lah. So without further ado, let me just don't want to go too deep here. Let me go into how it works. Okay, now basically let me show you. This is the page Microsoft 365. If let's say wherever you type copilot.microsoft, you enter, it will load. Last time it will show the one screen only, but now it will show two screens first. Are you want to use personal or work? He'll ask you. So of course, because my Edge browser is tied to my work account, I'm going to click here lah. I don't want to switch. So if you click this, it will go to the personal one, the standard Copilot you have all been seeing. So when I click this one, he's actually will bring you to here, your tenant. Okay, they changed the landscape again. This thing here is usually on top last time. So now it's here, navigation is here. So then you can see the chat. This is available for most of us, and you can use it and talk to it. So that is one. And you can notice on the right, there is agents. Yeah, visual agents is already created by Microsoft. So that is definitely given. You can click here. Definitely this is, well, let's say I don't know what is your, okay, what is your engine? I don't know engine. So let's say I don't know whether you can reply lah. So it's a visual creator. I continue. I can't check about this to say, see, it can't because it's not text content. So create an image of a dog. Okay, for example. Okay, it can't. So I have to new chat. Let's try again. I have to refresh. Wait that for you. So this is under designer. Designer is using DAO E3. So this is already created by Microsoft. So last time the Microsoft 365 Copilot is an agent that Microsoft created specifically for Microsoft 365 documents apps. Yeah. So this is being created. This is one of the agents. So it doesn't look a lot different from compared to last time. See, it works well. But I have created two here. Power Apps Guru, I call it Guru lah. Then my Copilot agent. So there's two here. Like Power App Guru is like if I want to create a automated process flow for claims when staff upload a receipt into SharePoint document library. For example, let's say you can this this teach me what to do. See, let's say I'm going to try. This is supposed to power. Can you teach me how to cook a meal of Leo or Leo, for example? Yeah, I think I typed wrong. Let's try. Okay, let's see. It's out of the topic. Let's see. I'm sorry, I prefer to see. I can't chat about this. To save this chat and start a fresh, select new chat. You can continue after
Wait,
this.
wait,
Okay.
want to ask. So you created this agent, right?
I created this agent.
Yeah, okay.
So this is one way. Then you can uninstall it if you want. So I actually created it in Copilot Studio. Let me see my agents. Before they launch this new thing, I created it here, but it's embedded. But I have created another one, pharmaceutical. I link it to database. So I will just want to show you the Guru one, so you know where I was linking it to. So very simple. The name is here. Then analytics data you can view. This is knowledge. Knowledge can be connected to, I think, about 4 types. Just show you, click A. 3 types, 4 types, 1, 2, 3, 4 types. Yes, 4
Yeah, but
types.
you can go to advanced, you can have more, I think. If you go
Yeah,
to
yeah.
advanced, yeah.
In general, it's 4 types. In advance, you
Uh,
have more, but all these require certain payment or
Yeah,
subscription.
true.
So just for within this free one, yes, you have all this. So you can see that I connected a deck, so that's why it's able to answer me. And Copilot Studio audio, then learning document, which is available. Let me go to the one that I tested. Power Apps. I don't know whether it's here. Power is not hosted by me. Okay, somebody do it. So this is pharmaceutical agent. I point it to website only. So 3 website. So like, let me see it works. Because that they have problem. Yeah, got problem. It's not working. So anyway, let me try and show you all to create one new one. Let's say a new agent. Go, what kind of agent I want? Uh, Chinese chef. Okay. Agent. Okay. Okay, let's say so uh, Chinese chef AI that is able to provide tips and cooking tips. Provide cooking tips. Okay. And recipe. Yeah, okay. Recipe. Let's say. Okay. So instruction. Direct appeal. I want it to be friendly, food loving, and encouraging. This is the instruction how you want to be encouraging. Okay. So instruction describe direct the behavior of agent, include its tasks and how it completes them. So you can add more. So the more you add, the better. So make sure the uh the AI always start with thank you for loving food. Allow me to share this with you, for example. So, okay, so knowledge. So, because I don't know what knowledge, so let's say I go and search online, Chinese cooking recipes. Okay, so I go find some website. So, let's say I found this. Okay, okay, let's try one more. Okay, okay. I open a few. Let's see which one loads first. There is a condition when you add on website, when you add the knowledge, right? Public website, right? It cannot be too many level subdirectory deep. So if you
Yeah,
click add,
true. That is true.
then so this knowledge source resources. So let's say you confirm, okay, just click it, confirm that you're consistent. No, I'm not the owner, so you don't select. Okay, you see, I confirm that you're going to own the site. Will be used to enable research. So if not, you're not, then don't click confirm lah. Just add. Okay. So then let's say I need to add one more. No thanks. Okay, so I can add this. So I have two knowledge base. Okay, public website. I add it in. Again, add. This is not my website. I can't click confirm. Add. So I have two. So now I'm done. Create. So it's done. Yeah, hello, I'm Chinese chef agent, a virtual assistant just to say. So, okay, let's say I try it, you're testing. So this test is here. If you close it, you don't know where you lost it. It's actually on the top right corner. You just click test. So you can ask how to cook uh, tilapia fish, steamed fish. Okay. I don't know the recipe they got or not. Let's try. Yeah. See? Yeah, I want to show you something. You click to activities, action, activities, no activities. So I try how to cook what you call pork knuckle. I think it will show the topic. And you see, you notice the reply. Thank you for loving food. Allow me to share this to you. To cook pork knuckle, you can follow a method similar to this. So there is a reference. A channel. Okay. So anyway, there's one thing you need to be aware. I'm just showing you how to create, right? But if let's say I want to show test demo, how do I test it? So there's a demo site. You notice demo site is faded. Why can I click on? So actually is you need to change the setting in security, under security and then authentication, you change it to manually. So the account, I will use my login account for now. So then I save. Okay, save it. Done, right? So then I close this setting. I go back here. You see, I can go to demo site. So let's click. Then demo site is this one. So I click this one. I am the new chef who will help you make better food, let's say. Okay. There's also hello, start over. These are three prompts you can create again, topics and so on, actions. So there's a bit more, save already. So then you can copy this site and share. Yeah. So let's go to demo site. Wait, let me click here and paste it faster. Okay, it's like this. Sorry, sometimes expected there's an error. So I need to check the conversation because recently there's system error. So I need to check. There's also a way to turn on Teams. You can add it on Teams. Okay, turning on Teams, then you need to touch it. Oh, actually, I haven't published it. That's why it's not working. So I have to publish. Now you know. So I publish it. Okay, I forgot to publish. So the publishing
Yep.
will continue to publish. So you can close this. Yeah. Okay.
So
So
you
let's.
can publish to Teams and other things, right? Yeah. Last time I published to Teams.
Yeah. Okay. So demo site login. Okay, I need to log in. But I remember still got this problem. There was an error yesterday when I teach. So I haven't fixed find this problem with it. But let me anyway, we try to open agent from the Teams. So
I think you need to wait. If you publish as without login, right, you just open the incognito or private mode, then it will work, I think.
yeah, let's try as what suggested by Rizwan. Okay, I'm gonna exit the slide. Let's try with the connector in private. No. Yeah. They changed some setting. There's a new interface. Anyway, so I created some already. So that's why okay. You can add. You see Chinese chef. I add. Created. Okay, added successfully is here. Chinese chef chat. But you have to log in. So there is some configuration issue on the login details. So I haven't figured out yet. I was not found. I don't know why. So this just happened on Monday class. So I'll fix this later. Something wrong with our tenant. So but this is roughly what it happens. So I have like I think I have flow 10. This is flows. Open for sales. Yeah. So but at the end of the day, this one can test, then it should work. So it's a matter of publishing it properly. So there is some, you can notice that it can connect to all these. I was hoping to WhatsApp lah, but only Telegram. So this is what I'm going to share. This is some of the Copilot Studio. So in future, Copilot Studio will relate to Power Automate and so on, because you need to create actions and connect to all these connectors and so on to retrieve data. So it will be very important, Power Platform knowledge to create Copilot Studio agents here.
I
Thank
think,
you. I
right,
pass back to you.
yeah, okay, we just want to add, I think we still need people that actually know how to create this agent and even configure them properly. Microsoft made it very easy, just that there's a skill to it, right, Vi?
Yeah, there is skill to it. It's not super tough. They actually have template here. You see, there's template here. You can use this as well. Or you can click new agent. So there's one way. Leave. Let's say that day we test, we click this one, you go to Copilot, but apparently it didn't open now. Before that, you can do this here. Create an agent for, let's say, what do you want? Uh, any ideas? What do you want to see? Agent for employee and let's say employment at in Malaysia.
Yep.
Okay, so so just click right. You bring it to set straight to setting. Because of that, when they launch, I tested it go to what you call Copilot guide. Somehow it disappear. Nobody removed the Copilot license, right? Let's see.
No, I didn't touch. I think you have set to your name, right?
Yeah, I set it to my name just now. Yeah. Okay, it's to my name.
Yeah.
Somehow it didn't work. The day I tested, it was working fine with the participants. So you can do this. Then bring to this traditional one. So no choice. Can't do much.
I'm still waiting for the CV mesh. I'm not sure why they still make it as coming soon. If you scroll down, right?
Yeah.
I know you go to create. You go to create the left bar there. You scroll down. You see all these are still coming soon. Not sure why.
Yeah, they're still creating it. But I do want to highlight one thing. Something new is coming. There are a lot of things. There's new deck. Download this one. This is new.
Yeah, true.
There's a new deck. Then there is this pricing charges for the Copilot agents. Within the TNS is fine. It's same as our platform. But there is like 200 USD for 25,000 messages per month, or go for pay as you go option under Microsoft Azure, 0.01 cent per message. Okay, it doesn't count by character, it's count by message. So therefore, don't make it like a conversational chat until, hi, how are you? I'm good. I want to ask you something. There's a few messages already. So you need to make sure you prompt it nicely, prompt engineering skill, prompt it long enough for it to understand, reply you properly. So it comes by message, it doesn't come by character or
But this one is additional on top of whatever that we already subscribe, right?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But the good thing about Copilot is that so long your environment is under developer, you can test everything.
Hmm.
You can test every single connector that's supposed to pay, but you cannot go to production.
That's good. That's good. Wish
Yeah.
Asia was
That's
like
our
that.
platform for you. So it's about automation now. It's making it faster with AI. So that's different. So you have to change it, the environment.
Hmm.
Okay.
All
I hope
right.
this helps. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Vic. I know you have to go. Thank you very much for today.
Bye.
Bye. So the next presenter will be Chris. So Chris have really nice demo. He just showed me before we start the session. So Chris, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, over to you, Chris. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you. Thank you, Rizwan. Okay, I don't know about any of you down there, but for me, I get very frustrated when I go and see the doctor in the hospital and trying to get the doctor to explain the medical report to me. And the doctor is normally very short, very quick, and then it doesn't really have the time to sit down and explain things to you. So I get all these medical reports and all this medical terminology and all this gobbledygook, that I don't understand lah. So what I did was that I tried using Copilot and
Chris,
ChatGPT.
sorry, Chris, are you
Yeah,
sharing your screen?
yeah, I'm going to share my screen now.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay, okay. So this is in Copilot, right? So what I did was I took a picture using my phone. You install your Microsoft Copilot on your phone, and from your phone you can just take a picture. So you don't have to write anything, no need to scan, you just take a picture. So I took a picture of a report of my ultrasound. Okay, so that's the actual report. So it's a verbal report about my ultrasound, but it's so got medical jargon I don't understand. So I just took a picture and I just wrote explain this ultrasound report, and this is what it came out with. So it tells me about my name, the year, age, ID, whatever, and then when was the examination done, and what I'm more concerned is the finding. So it came up with the summary of my findings about my liver, gallbladder, pancreas, and all that. So at least I could read, and I could read at my own time. And then, but sometimes, then they talk about all these things. But again, here, I find that some of the medical terms are a little bit beyond my understanding. So I put here, explained it to a non-medical person. So then it explains it more of a layman person's language. So, at least I could understand, and not waiting for the doctor to explain to me. So I thought, okay, this is good, but this is a medical report. So I thought, what about a lab report? So I tried using a lab report. This is my urine test. So it just got numbers on it, right? It doesn't have any wording, no explanation, nothing. So I put here, explain this lab report. And it actually look at the test result and it actually explain, right? So like appearance clear means the urine looks normal. So actually they explain the actual test result, and then there's a summary. Again, here I said that okay, it's a little bit too complicated for me, so I said explain to a non-medical person, and then they came up with the overview of the lab report. Okay, so which is normal. So if you really find that you still can't understand what is being said, you can actually dumb it down to say explain it to a child or explain it to a 5-year-old, and they will make it simpler lah. So again here, but then I was thinking, how many of you get X-ray images like what you see here? This is an X-ray image, so this is my ultrasound image, right? On an X-ray, on actually an X-ray film. So all I did was I took a picture and I put there, explain this image. That's all, right? I didn't even tell it what image it was, and it actually explained to me. and say that it's actually an ultrasound scan. So it actually knew, and it actually knew that the area that it was being scanned was actually prostrate, because it did say prostrate here on the image there. It say prostrate. So actually it read that. Then it gives an overview, right, of the picture, and then what is done, some detail, key details, the measurement, and what is the scan about, and then they talk about terms. So, and then I ask it to explain to a non-medical person. So then it tells me, picture is clear, scan show the prostrate is clearly include measurement, this, so patient information. So the simple terms is checking the prostrate, looks good, the prostrate got measure is normal and healthy. So actually it tells me something about even at an image site. Now this is what I did on Copilot. But on ChatGPT, so I try on ChatGPT and compare. Okay. So on the ultrasound, this again, I did the same thing. So on ChatGPT on your phone, you can take a picture from your phone. So you're taking a picture of the medical report. So I did the same thing for comparison. And I again here I say, please explain the ultrasound report. So it tells me the findings. So fatty liver appears to be in moderate amount of fat, no suspicious lump of tumors. Pancreas shows some changes, and then it gives you a summary and what should be done. So so ChatGPT even tells you a bit further about what you need to do next, right? So it has some recommendation. So I said again here, explain the report to a non-medical person. So it tells me what it found on the ultrasound report. And it tells me about my fatty liver again, it makes it simpler. And then it tells you what should be done and what's the bottom line. So, and then I did the same thing for just for comparison, right? I did the same thing for the lab report. So I just took a picture here and asked him to explain the lab report. So I actually picked out, the name of the patient, the age, and all that, when it was done, and they break down the result. Okay, then some chemical analysis, microscopic examination, then it comes out a conclusion. So again, here I say that explain it to a non-medical person, and the report here, test report. So it tells me what the report says, right, in simple terms, right, and it gives a summary. So for comparison, I tried that also with the image. So again here, I did the same image to see the result, right? Again, I said same prompt. But here it actually gives me the measurement, right? So it picked up the measurement. So it tells me the size is normal. Why is this scan done? Then it got conclusion. And here again, I put here, explain it to a non-medical person, and what the image shows, and again, why is this done? Then some takeaways. So here, ChatGPT gives a little bit more in terms of what to do next. So I find it depends again here. If you find that you want something more concise, like executive summary, Copilot does it better. But if you want something more in depth, right, a little bit more, then ChatGPT does it better. Okay, uh, that's my sharing. Any questions?
Yeah, no, I believe you said the Chat GPT does it better. Did you try with other like the recent DeepSeek or even with Google Gemini, or you just try with this only two?
Only these two. I only tried these two because I know that these two so far can take pictures on my phone, because I don't want to scan and all that. Yeah. So the criteria that is I can just take a picture of the report and then get ChatGPT or Copilot to
Yeah,
read the image lah. So basically that was the test lah.
yeah, that was convenient, right? It would be
Yeah,
easy.
very convenient. So like, if you want to know, so what happens if you got your medical report, you can take and then to ChatGPT or Copilot before you see the doctor, and then you can take and get it explained. So at least you know when you go down there what question to ask the doctor.
That is great idea too. Yeah, true.
Yeah. So, at least you're more informed. Yeah. And you can confirm what is being said. But what I found, I was very surprised that even though, a lab report which got no, no wording, no nothing, that ChatGPT and Copilot is basically able to analyze the lab report.
Image.
And even the image, so you see it's just an ultrasound. You show me the ultrasound look, so I don't know what I'm looking at.
Yeah, true.
But ChatGPT and Copilot knows what it's looking at, So it's actually better than me as a layperson, looking at the X-ray, or the
I think
ultrasound,
even
it's better than
yeah.
me, So I would say it will help in terms of that, because I find it very annoying when the doctor is rushing you through, and then don't really have time to explain to you and all that. So I find it very annoying because I want to know more, actually. So I find it very annoying. So actually, with this, it actually helps me to understand a little bit better about what problem or issues I'm facing, and what can be done or stuff like that. So it's an additional tool for your health, what do you call it, health information about you, right? When you get all this report, so now you can combine everything and get it to analyze for you.
Yep. That is really great, right? So, yep. I think thank you, Chris. This is a really great sharing. Thank you for making time. I know you are busy, so this
Yeah,
is a really great news that you able to compare and show us which one is best suited for you. So that is great. So I believe any end user, normal user can actually use it, right? That is
yeah. It's not
mm,
difficult. Even though you find that even the ChatGPT or Copilot AI, give you something complex, you can always dumb it down. You can put
yeah.
a prompt to dumb it down, until the level that you can understand.
Okay, thank you.
All
So
right.
thank you, Chris. So I the next presenter is Noel. Noel, are you there, Noel?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, over to you, Noel. After Noel, I will be just wrapping up some of the new stuff about Copilot. But before that, Noel, over to you. Thank you. Thank you very much for making time.
Welcome. Just let me share my screen. That was awesome, Chris. In fact, I should have done that 2 weeks ago with my X-ray. I actually twisted my ankle. All right.
Maybe you should try doing it a little bit now, just to compare what they say and what the doctor said.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But the X-ray is in the car, so I need to retrieve it from the car. But, okay. So this is something.
I want to see whether you can tell between the wrist and ankle or not.
Well, it's one of those things, right? You sometimes do things without really thinking, right? So I wish I did that 2 weeks ago. Then I could have got a second opinion through AI, right? Fantastic. Okay, so this is something that I do in the morning. All right, I do this almost every morning. So when I do my quiet time, as we call it, as a follower of Christ, I read the Bible and I listen to worship songs and so forth. So recently, I saw something quite intriguing in the Bible. Right, this particular person called Mephibosheth, right, who happens to be a son of King Saul, said that Ziba, my servant, betrayed me. So when you read something and that spread over multiple sittings, sometimes the what they call the actual text itself may not mean a lot because you may have forgotten something you read yesterday or day before, right? And maybe there's something you have to read tomorrow, right? Because normally I don't read a lot, I just read a little bit based on the amount of time I have. So what I did was I went through 3 different AI tools. I went through Copilot, I went through ChatGPT, and I also started using DeepSeek a couple of weeks ago to see how they compare. Right, so this is what Copilot gave me. Right, so I typed in here very simply, why did Mephibosheth say Ziba, my servant, betrayed me? Now, I could have gone to the Bible and read a whole lot and try and correlate them, but I did not have time. So I tried to use AI to help me analyze everyone. As you can see, it gave me quite a good, decent write-up, all right, a few paragraphs, right, saying that the son of Mephibosheth, son of Jonathan, actually his grandson of King Saul. Okay, I was wrong, right? It's not the son of King Saul, it's a grandson of King Saul, right? Alleged that betrayal by his servant. Okay, so if you look at the one from ChatGPT, right, pretty good, right? Very similar. The answers, not surprising because both of them are using the same engine, right? The bit that I like about the ChatGPT version, obviously, is all the different headings, right? Gives me more context in terms of where I can zoom in if I want to do more reading and if I have time. And then conclusion, right? Mephibosheth accused Ziba of betrayal because Ziba took advantage of his disability to misrepresent him before the king, ultimately stealing his property and position. So that is a very strong conclusion, right? So how about DeepSeek, right? So in a similar way, I use the same exact prompt, all right? DeepSeek was a little bit more summarized, if you want, right? I've seen better answers, but this time around, the answer wasn't very good, right? Compared to ChatGPT. So among the 3 answers, if you want, right, I like the one from ChatGPT best, right? For 2 reasons. One is the headings. Why? Because the headings give me a chance to go deeper in my study of the Bible. Okay. And of course, it also references other chapters and verses so that I can go further again. So not just a heading, but also the references to help me go further. Right. So it depends on what you're doing, of course. Right. And then, of course, what I did also is I went the next level. So I wanted to test to see whether AI is any good at giving me a comparison between people. So I said, who is Ziba loyal to, comparing King David, King Saul, and Mephibosheth in percentage? Because I wanted to see whether it was able to analyze the Bible and give and derive a percentage. I know for myself, I would probably never be able to get it to a percentage. All right. If you can even assign a number. Okay. As you can see, if I were to go back to Copilot, Copilot gave me this. It says it's tricky to assign exact percentage, which is true. Because a lot of the verses are just quoting this person, that person, and so forth. But it still tries. All right. And it gave me this King Saul 20%, Mephibosheth 30%, King David 50%. Not bad. And it gave me a reason, right? Sought to align with the reigning king for personal benefit. Appointed servant but betrayed him for personal gain. You can see that through this, it's starting to narrow down the personality of this person called Ziba. All right. So if you have any write-up of people and so forth, you can try and use it with AI to give you a profile of the person. Right. So similarly, when I went down and I did the same thing with ChatGPT, you notice loyalty to King David 50%, which is the same as what Copilot gave me. Loyalty to King Saul 10%. Loyalty to Mephibosheth 0 to 20%. So it's a very, very like a rubber band, right? 0 to 20%. Right? Summarizing that. So how is that compared? All right. So okay, not bad. 50% same. All right, King David. Mephibosheth was 30 and King Saul was 20. So this one, 10% for King Saul, all right, and 0 to 20% for Matthew-Boucher. So these two quite different between ChatGPT and Copilot. How about DeepSeek? Okay, let's have a look at DeepSeek, yeah. So same prompt came back. Loyalty to King David. Wow, it's even more optimistic, 60 to 70%, which is higher than 50% for Copilot and ChatGPT. And loyalty to Matthew-Boucher, 10 to 20%, so very close to, all right, 10 to 20%, Matthew-Boucher. How about Copilot? 30%. Copilot is more optimistic for Matthew-Boucher. And last but not least, King Saul, 10 to 20%. So you can see that AI tries very hard when you push it, right, to give you even numbers when sometimes it's almost impossible. All right. So I think this is how generative AI can help us, right, derive answers. Right now, the question is how accurate would that be? For my study, the accuracy is probably not as important, but if you're doing a scientific paper and so forth, you may need to put in or input more data points for it to analyze, right? And I think because this is Bible text, meaning it's going through all the different chapters and books and so forth in the Bible, right? But if you're doing research, obviously you could have many, many more data sources, and then potentially you can get a better outcome out of that. Okay, so that's pretty much it from my sharing. All right, any questions, anyone? Okay, well, if you have questions,
That was good. That was good, Noel.
yeah, Ridwan, yeah. If any of you have questions, you can drop it into the chat window. I'll still be around for a little bit. All right, passing it back to you, Ridwan. Thank you. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you. So for the final session, right? Let me just share my screen. I just want to highlight the recent changes to Copilot in terms of documentation. So one of the major, I common question whenever when you go for presentation to the clients or even with this session last year, they always talk about security. So Microsoft actually created one section here, you know, only for co-pilots, right? So they're able to address this. So this is the zero trust of co-pilot. This is an overview in terms of security perspective, how you can actually apply one of the principle means zero trust security, right? So they have some really nice diagram on how actually you can understand every aspect of co-pilot. I will do a demo in the next session, right? Because I don't believe we have enough time. But just for your information today, so these are some of the things that Microsoft is working on, right? And you don't have to worry about security of being left out in Copilot. Is there. So now you have a better, clear picture of how actually being implemented, right? So you can see how to apply this. You can see in all this level, you can actually do that, right? So the focus area was in Copilot and how actually the flow is. So I will present this in the next session. So another things I just want to highlight is, okay, let me just move this bar. Always. Okay, one of the new things that I want to show you is this one, right? So this adoption Microsoft.com has been there since last year, but since then, with all the new features are being released, so I just want to show you one of this particular scenario library, right? So if you go in now, you have a lot of scenario, right? They have based on functional areas, industrial scenarios, right? If you go in, let's say you just go into, let's say, probably maybe go into legal, right? So you can actually go into this particular scenario, right? And then they will actually have a PowerPoint for you to download and even for you to try how to simulate again the same scenario that Microsoft actually given you. Right? Previously, there's not really such level in detail, but now they have a lot, right? So, for example, how you can actually negotiate licensing agreement. So this is the all these apps. I will do one or two in the next session. I will just choose one. And for example, let's go into I think the recent one that I want to do is I think it's this one, education, right? Yep. How to draft a policy, workforce planning, and if you go to non-profit, right? So there's how to do a grant management, even in retail, right? So how to improve the customer service, how to improve the retail store. So previously, last year, you don't see such level of detail, but Microsoft always try to update. Now, even you have a video, you actually see the walkthrough of the scenario, right? So I have opened few of them. For example, here, the one that I've just mentioned, the licensing agreement negotiation, right? So this is some of the details, right? How you can actually start, and then the next you go to the next stage, and then you go to the next stage, and finally, what are the tools that involved in all this process? So same goes to other area, right? This IT, right? General IT prom was there, one of the first release that Microsoft introduced in the scenario library just now, right? But they added another one. Let me go to this one. Yes, this one, right? In IT itself, they have a scenario for you to monitor the usage of the license, right? So one of the common problem in IT, right? We don't really have the visibility. We need another tool, separate product to actually do that. But now Microsoft actually created this based, I believe they created all the scenario based on the common problem that people are facing right now, right? So you have this compliance video also part of the uh, scenario library. Let's say you want to create some compliance video teaching a certain aspect of works that you want to be in order of certain rules, right, or regulations. You can actually use Copilot to generate the idea for you, and even to generate some of the images, and after that you can compile all these images and then even generate a real story or storyboard using PowerPoints, even using other tools, right? So you notice here at the right side, scenario level, right? Start, or there's few other, for example here, right? uh, and you can actually try the first level. So the the first color here means one of these easiest one. Then you can move to the next stage and next stage to actually try them, right? So that's all for my sharing today. I want to do demo, but I believe I will do that next session together with the security zero trust. I did a demo last year. Probably the next session we will have a same demo as well. So that's all from me today, Noel. Do you have anything? I believe you and
Yeah, Ridwan, you want to share the link for this adoption site so that the
yes.
think press would be very interested to download some of these powerful PowerPoint.
Yes. Let me just go remove this one.
Yeah, the scenario library is very good.
Yeah, so they just improve it. So I believe you got a lot of resources now. So that's all. That's all from me today.
And
Yeah, please join us. I will try to promote much larger audience, right, including my friends, so that we have better people coming in terms of volume, so that we can teach everyone. We also interested in having any one of you to be part of the team to present, right? Share your experience, just now like Chris, right? And also Vic. It will be just a simple normal sharing, right? Because it's just a light session during I think it's Netflix time, no matter call it. So Netflix hour, I believe. So that's all from us. Thank you very much.
thank you all. Thanks for coming and making time. We'll see you again the next time. Yeah. Bye.